All right, thank you so much, Nicole. Well, the results are in. Straight ahead, find out who will face Alabama Democratic Senator Doug Jones in November. Coming up, Georgia Power making some changes today, what you can do to avoid having your power shut off. Plus, why some people want the city to step in and stop the process of building a new VA clinic in Columbus. News 3 This Morning starts right now.
On your side, this is News 3 This Morning.
Well, you're waking up to midweek in the middle of the month. Glad to be with you on this Wednesday. Good morning, everyone. I'm Greg Lloyd. Welcome to News 3. My co-anchor and good friend Bria Berry will see you later today for News 3 Midday. Topping the headlines on this Wednesday, July 15th, we do have a winner in the hotly contested Republican U.S. Senate runoff race in Alabama. Former Auburn football coach Tommy Tuberville defeated former U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions with 61% of the vote. Now, President Donald Trump endorsed Tuberville in the race. Sessions had held the Senate seat, though, for 20 years until he resigned to serve as the president's attorney general. And now that former Auburn football coach Tommy Tuberville has won that nomination. He'll have to face off against incumbent Senator Democrat Doug Jones in November. News 3's Rashad Hudson has a wrap-up from the Tuberville campaign.
A big night for the outsider, Coach Tommy Tuberville, as he defeats a big and longtime name in Alabama, Jeff Sessions. Tuberville entered the race with the advantage, and that was the endorsement of President Trump. Now, in his victory speech, he took direct aim at his opponent, Senator Doug Jones. He attacked Jones's slogan, "One Alabama," calling it, quote, "One liberal Alabama." Shortly after the race was called, President Trump tweeted out congratulations to Tuberville.
In Doug Jones's Alabama, you don't work for your state in Alabama. You don't work for the United States of America. You spend the first 3 years trying to impeach the best president we've ever had, and he voted to impeach him. This hadn't been a great night for me or my family. This has been a great night for Alabama and the United States of America.
Reporting in Montgomery, Rashad Hudson, WRBL News 3, on your side.
Okay, and even though things did not go the way that Jeff Sessions had hoped and planned, he still took time to address his supporters following his defeat. Malik Rankin brings us more from Mobile.
Jeff Sessions said he would speak to the media regardless of a win or a loss, and he came on the stage here to say the state of Alabama needs to rally behind Tommy Tuberville in the coming months in order for him to beat Doug Jones in November. He came up on the stage to deliver his concession speech.
I want to congratulate Tommy Tuberville. He ran a really firm, solid race. He was focused on his goal and on winning. He had a plan to do so, and he was able to do so. He is our Republican nominee. We must stand behind him in November.
This loss comes after Sessions held this Senate seat from 97 to 2017. He vacated the seat when he was appointed Attorney General by President Donald Trump, then recused himself from the position during the Russia investigations. During Sessions' concession speech, he said he had no regrets and that he did what was right on the recusal, which saved the president in the process. Jeff Sessions didn't say what was next for him, but he did say this chapter of his life is closed.
That was Malik Rankin reporting. Now, also on the ballot for Republican voters, a primary runoff for the Court of Criminal Appeals. Now, the final results that came in overnight, with 100% of precincts reporting Beth Kellum wins. She garnered 56% of the vote, with Will Smith trailing behind at 44%. There is no Democrat running, so Kellum does win the judgeship in this case. Now the results from the Republican runoff for Alabama's 2nd Congressional District, which covers Barber County. All those votes are counted. Barry Moore takes the Republican nomination with 60% of the vote over Jeff Coleman's 40%. Now Moore will face Democrat Phyllis Harvey Hall come the November general election. And finally, on to the Board of Education in Barber County. It's the District 4 race between Yolanda Govin and Gene Kennedy. Right now, Kennedy leads with 64% of the vote. It's the only Democratic runoff for Barber County. We want to thank you so much for trusting WRBL News 3 as your favorite source to get your morning started.
President Trump gets ready to leave the White House for Georgia to tout his infrastructure agenda. I'm Kelly Meyer. What the EPA administrator, lawmakers, and environmentalists have to say about his new policy.
Well, temperatures today warming up and getting into the middle 90s. We do add in a chance for a few showers and storms later on today.
Thank you, Nicole, and we'd love for you to stay connected with us here at WRBL News 3. We invite you to like and follow the News 3 Facebook page, and all of us who work here have one too. We invite you to follow and like them all. We're just so glad to have you on this Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.